Story of Joseph 3. Two closest servants to the king were imprisoned at the jail where Joseph was. The two servants were the most suspicious people in an incident in which the Egypt king Pharaoh's life was threatened. The two servants were waiting for the final ruling. The chief guard in control of Joseph put him in charge of serving the two men. The two servants on trial obviously looked miserable. One day, when Joseph saw them, they seemed to have a certain problem. The night before, each of the two servants had a dream, and they were troubled as to how to read their dreams. Joseph said to them, Do not interpretations belong to God? Tell me your dreams. One servant said that in his dream he saw a vine. So he took the grapes, squeezed them into Pharaoh's cup, and put the cup in his hand. Joseph told him that he will be able to leave the prison and go back to work. The other servant said that in his dream, birds ate the bread that was in his basket. To this servant, Joseph said that he will die in prison. A few days later, everything Joseph said about their dreams came true. One person was restored to his position, while the other ended up dead. Joseph told the two servants to release him when they leave the prison, but the servant who lived and was released from prison did not remember Joseph. He forgot him. 2 years passed since then. One day, Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, had two dreams. He was standing by the Nile when out of the river there came up 7 cows, sleek and fat, and they grazed among the reeds. After them, 7 other cows, ugly and gaunt, came up out of the Nile and ate up the 7 sleek fat cows. He had a second dream. 7 heads of grain, healthy and good, were growing on a single stalk. After them, 7 other heads of grain sprouted, thin and scorched by the east wind. The thin heads of grain swallowed up the 7 healthy, full heads. Pharaoh told his servants to interpret these dreams, but no one could do it. At that time, the servant who was with Joseph in prison 2 years ago told the king about Joseph, who interpreted his dream. Pharaoh summoned Joseph, and upon hearing the king's dreams, Joseph gave his interpretation. God has shown Pharaoh what he is about to do. 7 years of great abundance are coming throughout the land of Egypt, but 7 years of famine will follow them. Then all the abundance in Egypt will be forgotten, and the famine will ravage the land. The abundance in the land will not be remembered, because the famine that follows it will be so severe. A discerning and wise man must be put in charge of Egypt, so that he can prepare for the famine during the years of abundance. When Pharaoh heard this, he took the ring off his finger and put it on Joseph's finger. He said, Since God has made all this known to you, there is no one so discerning and wise as you. I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt. Joseph was sold as a slave and put in prison, but throughout this whole time, he truly became a wise and mature person, able to think of others beyond himself. Joseph became a person who is able to interpret dreams and talk about life after such dreams.